everything. All right, finally stuff is working. Okay, finally it's working. All right. I should probably get my keyboard out of the way. Um, I will update the video description to have my. It's also, if it looks like I'm standing up, and the thing is because I'm looking at the monitor. Because oh my god, it's actually wow. Okay. Well, other than the fact everything's like, but I can deal with that. Okay, that's also why I also keep something in one hand so I know what the hell is actually on the screen. But that's beside the point. Anyway, we have updates, upgrades, and oh my god, you do not believe how. All right, up to now, what I've been doing is I've been streaming on Twitch. With the intention of actually uploading that from Twitch to YouTube. So I am going to be doing that, in fact, today, which is actually Halloween 2024. Yeah, election year 2024. I generally like things like the actual year or whatever. I remember when they're important in general. It's just kind of, it could be 1986 for me. I just it thing, but that's beside the point. Uh, oh, I eventually need to deal with all these pop ups and whatever else. But anyway, uh, oh, and it actually has a timer. Good. Okay, so actually, the official start time on all my videos, by the way, is actually really the 5 minute mark. Um, I will actually generally note if it starts earlier than that, but like the first 5 minutes is normally me kind of whatever, or at least that's how long I allow myself to. I'm so glad that YouTube finally brought back basically it's close enough to Google Hangouts that okay, cool. That this actually, I'm so glad they did that. But anyway, okay. Uh, so far, my latest like little projects that I've got going in and amongst all my other stuff is I am working on. Is this the one that? No, it's another one. But uh, typical e-cigs. I'm not sure where the thing. Uh, Not sure where the actual tank for this one is, but yeah, a normal regular e-cig, it works. I mean, but uh, because of the fact I have to actually hit this button, to draw, and the fact that the way that the tank is, I have to actually inhale, then it's not really a good solution for me. But whereas one of these is actually, and then because of all that, I get a lot of why I would actually smoke, everything ranging from the physical sensation of that, of holding it there and flicking it and so forth. Uh, and because I come from a generation and subculture in which, like, actually smoking a tobacco pipe. I mean, I'm not going to show you my normal pipe, but yeah, occasionally I will actually go and get like cigars, put them into an actual pipe, and because the tobacco is pretty much the same, and actually just occasionally smoke a pipe, just because of the fact that I actually just enjoy the whole ritual of that and all. But just the artistry of pipes, oh my god! That now, it like honestly, I let people think that the reason why I like pipes is just because of like my grandpa smoked a pipe, and so like oh no, like oh I just it's mildly embarrassing if I actually start to talk about like how I want to collect specific pipes and just how I love the artistry and things like that. But anyway, what it is that I'm doing on the thing, and the thumbnail is a screenshot of the map of. I went and got the 2v2T seed, and working with that, and I will be explaining that in my live stream later tonight because I'm doing a Halloween stream. Um, but as for these, I've been working on being able to find a suitable disposable because of the fact that everything in it is functionally. I mean, there really is no difference when the rubber meets the road between this like $16 disposable unit and this. I think this one's 75 or 60 anyway. Uh, and I got this one for free. So I mean, basically in terms of the, this is actually the superior form factor for me. Like, you know, this is nice, and if I could actually have it where this is simply a power on off mode or whatever an input button, and I actually had it where I it was a draw trigger instead of the mechanical trigger, then I'd be happy. Um, but because this thing, it's like, yeah, if I'm doing this and I've got the right the right kind of piece on it, then yeah, it's like sitting there and smoking a cigar. And I've actually done cigar, culture, not like me. Like I am not. I like them and I understand the cigar aficionado stuff. But in any event, like I said, that's one of the things that I'm working on just because it goes with other projects that a one show Earth Final Conflict, they had this device that I using AR for damn sure. I know that I could have something where this pops out and something along the lines of a just wide extension or wide measuring tape pulls out, so that way you have more of a synaptic touchpad there. And then with the AR, it overlays a display, so you could actually have the camera on the unit, and doing the video call and having a display, and then using different different positioning things. I know what I'm talking about, even if I don't sound like it at the moment. But if you have this in the extension mode, which would come out to about, we'll just go with about here, and then you just tap from here and then draw out, then as far as the display is concerned, you now have that. And if you have uh, something like the Elite Motion Controller, if I'm talking to somebody on their dev team that I need to actually email back and let them know, yes, I'm still interested in all of this. Being able to get just the specific component that I actually need, which is if it's just the camera and the sensors, and then everything else can be, I can just take that piece and then have that where that actually tilts down out a little bit, and then that gives me that nice tracking ability in this virtual display area, because it's the Leap Motion Control. Like the guy was telling me, well, we have these better things, and I'm like, you don't understand. Your lowest grade stuff is light years ahead of anything I actually need. Okay, you have the smallest form factor, and trust me, I can build everything else I'm doing around off the shelf parts, you know or as long as I can customize what I can. But yeah, that's just one of the different ideas and things like that I'm working with all sorts of wearable computer projects and stuff. And my current actual uh, for the disc computer, because everything right now for my personal unit is going to be based along Tron Legacy. And so for the laptop, Uh, I have two specific models of laptop that I really kind of like, and one is one is definitely a very good solid, even by today's standards, it would work. Like this thing, I would call the tablet version of the desktop. There's another model that I have that, oh my God, okay, I occasionally, like, friends have various family members and so forth, who, you know, have stuff they're cleaning out or anything. Um, and I have a couple of friends who they actually just they have just they do odd jobs, and occasionally they come up on one where uh, they know there is a crap ton of like things they can put on eBay, and they let me go through they let me get the toys, uh, stuff like the Xbox Connect cameras, stuff like that. Xboxes or whatever, like, yeah, I let them get or whatever because I mostly don't want to deal with cleaning them. Um, but oh god, yeah, all sorts of desktop computers and whatever else that just people have left behind or that have just got thrown in storage or whatever. We get, you just, and it's cheaper to just let me cart off whatever it is I want because of salvage law. Uh, but yeah, no, I just, oh, okay. So just some of the stuff that I have just gotten. I mean, I have a drone that I'm working on right now. Like, we'll be sitting there, and out of like this one job, well, not so much job. Like I said, he like my friend does odd jobs as a handyman, and he had this just giant shed that had, yeah. And so as we were going through it, I was putting everything in a pile. I'm like, okay, this is the stuff that you want to put on eBay. This is the stuff that you want to take down to the metal recycler. This is the stuff that you want to do this. This is the trash, and this is mine. Yeah. Uh, which mostly it is just like toys and stuff. I mean, like oh god, yeah, I mean stuff like this that just yeah, this thing, uh, just I find personally amusing. Um, and all, but yeah, so this right now is one of my current projects. Uh, I have to actually fabricate the legs and so on.